Alright, hello everybody. I'm going to be doing kind of an overview and tutorial of the Frost mod, because it's pretty awesome, and if you ever thought that normal Fallout 4 was boring, then this is the mod for you. So I have everything already set up for the purposes of this video. I'm going to just be starting over. You are going to need the save file, so choose either male or female, whatever you want your gender to be. We'll do female. So this completely changes the game. Instead of that can pop up. Normally you'd get a message, sometimes it bugs out. It's a gas mask for the Wasteland thing. You just want to choose the first one for survival to have the most hardcore experience ever. And you're going to wind up in this little room. Now the first thing you want to do, this is how you choose your special stats. Do not click on remember who you are, that's going to bug it out, but you can change your special stats. I'm just going to leave it as default. But all the perks are changed. And here you've got completely different perks. You're not going to be able to get dog meat because dog meat isn't alive. This is 200 years before he existed. If you're starting out, I would recommend only doing 2 points in charisma because this is pretty useful. As soon as you get a gun, you can intimidate other survivors and try to get around them without shooting because the bullets are super limited. Anyways, the first thing you want to do when you pop into the game is you want to go to sleeper save, and you're going to want to change this. Instead of auto saves, change it to normal saves, because auto saves don't work great in Fallout. You can move the rest. The only issue is that the normal saves is a little image here is gonna look weird. It's not gonna be like what it would normally look at. It's just gonna pop up with the last thing that you see in your menu. It's not really a big deal. I would keep it on normal. But the gas mask should have overlays. In a second. There it is. When you go outside, you're gonna need filters that you can find around the map. Now, take this off. If you want to change some of the settings here, I can show you that there is condition damage on your gas mask, which I forget which context menu. That's okay, bud. You can leave it on in Frost, which I'm probably going to leave mine on. It does make the mod significantly harder than it's meant to be because you're going to get damage on your mask, and if it breaks, then you're going to start taking a bunch of radiation outside. Now the problem with leaving it on is all the ghouls in Frost emit a lot of radiation. They're considered glowing ghouls now, and for some reason Bethesda thought that radiation from ghouls is damage, or this mod thought that, so anytime you're near a ghoul, there's a chance that your gas mask can get damaged without them even touching you. So it does make it a lot harder. You can disable it if you want to have less of a headache. I would recommend doing that, so that's in the gear menu, and then you want to find the damage setting and you can disable that. But got 3 choices. We're gonna go in here segments so show you some of the issues. Most of the mod works great. You've been in a coma for 5 years. They show up in the Metro because basically like a VR version of Metro 2033, just more autistic. That's a note there. We'll unlock this door. You can already see like some of the problems, but it's super fun in VR because honestly, I think it's a lot more fun than the vanilla game for me. Type. There's no filter, so it's random. Alright, here we go. So you can save. Save that, and it might be bugged out. Yeah, so it's already showing up with a different image, but it doesn't matter because just keep it on normal saves. Your life will be much better. Let me just put a weapon. So some of the mod is gonna look different because I have this lighting thing which fixes some of the bugs with it. Most of it works pretty good. It's super fun. I'll also show you some of the issues with the goals right now on the map. I would recommend if when you play through this to favorite the gas mask filters, so you when you go outside you can easily switch out your filters. It is a ton harder than the regular game. I mean, you're just trying to survive for a minute. So, looks like it's closer. You can see they're already getting the radiation. Changing my filter. It'd be cool if you could, you know, like physically do it. But oh, see, it's already damaging the mask because it's considered physical damage for some. There it is. I might actually just keep this off. It makes it super difficult. I mean, it's kind of fun that your gas mask gets damaged, but oh my gosh. Oh god, and the gas mask is already damaged. Yeah, looking at it right now, I'd probably recommend we take that off because that can get redonkulous. And there's real money. It's not capped because 5 years after the nukes dropped, people are still using paper money. Okay. Unusable. Alright. I don't want to spoil too much. It's kind of a spoiler. The only reason I want to show you this is because this is one of the main problems with it. I've tested Frost almost everywhere, including a lot of the areas in the metro. This is one of the problem areas where the game might crash. We'll see what happens. This area and then the room up there. So one of the cool things is a lot of the NPCs, they're just survivors. Like, they don't really want to attack you because they want to live. They're very territorial. They won't instantly attack you like raiders did. But, so this area might crash on you. Nowhere else in the metro as far as I can tell. And then up here is, I cannot stir up the last item. Spoiler warning if you don't. I mean, I wouldn't really recommend going here anyway because we'll see what happens. It's probably gonna crash. I don't know. I would recommend just avoiding this area completely. I think it's caused by some kind of lighting issue. This is pretty unstable on the flat version too. I think like there's just a bug with the assets, but there it is. As long as you don't go in the area though, the rest of the metro works. fine. I've had 0 issues. Let me go back. It's just that like specific room where it just seems to bug out, but the rest of the game works great. I'll show you that right now once I get back into the game. Back here. If you start in the other 2 starting areas outside of the metro, then you're gonna have 0 issues. Outside works fine. I'm also using natural locomotion, which is also pretty fun. You can like jump physically. Okay. The only area I haven't tested is spoilers downtown, which I don't want to say too much about what that is. I haven't managed to figure out a good way to get there without actually like and it crashed again. So it's these 2 areas that have the biggest problem. That's pretty unfortunate. The rest of the game should work. Oh. Fine though. Oh my gosh. Let me get back into the game. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Like I said, really, like, this area seems to work okay as long as you don't go into that room. Just don't go there. It's buggy. It'll cause some issues. The good news is it's not really super necessary. There are other ways to get into that special area that I was talking about before. Just avoid that area completely. And actually, I would try to just avoid this area. I mean, it's fine for the most part. Like, you can get through it if you decide to start in the access tunnels. But just don't go there. But the rest of this seems to work fine as long as you just don't enter that area over there. To be able to play through the rest of the mod. Fine, there really shouldn't be any issues, hopefully. Yeah, seems to work okay. It's also kind of a spoiler warning.
What the hell was that?
I'm gonna just use the stealth way so we can get outside and I can show you some of that. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye to these guys.
Who's out there?
Nobody.
Nothing there now. What do you think? I don't know.
Run along. Glowing fungus is very important. I would recommend to get a lot of these because radiation is a huge issue. And you can make it at a cooking station. Like fungal purge. I don't know if I make that funny, but it gets rid of irradiation, the cost of health. Probably already, maybe you're not seeing this, I don't know. There are some performance issues, but it's fine. Water filters, okay. I'm gonna get up here and get outside a little bit. I don't die from
What the?
It's fine.
Wait.
That's a crippled arm.
Get some, motherfucker!
Okay. You and NPCs also take
No need to
shit
hide.
damage. Like,
It'll all be over soon.
it's usually one hit kill for both you and them. That's everyone, right? There's one back here. Alright. Sweet. Alright. Show you a bit of outside. Show you scary frost weather. It's all changed. You're not really gonna get sunny days anyway. And you're gonna hear this. You get like some rain effects on your face, which is pretty cool. You're probably noticing some small visual glitches, but it's not enough to really take away from trees just disappeared. This seems to be the only area where this happens. And there's some floating lamps. This is probably caused, yeah, there it is. It's caused by the performance patch, but without that, it's pretty much unplayable. Doesn't seem to really happen anywhere else. Alright. Yeah, this Frost is cool with everything. Gotta change out your gas mask every 10 minutes. Wow. Alright, cool. I'm gonna hop over to desktop and show you how to get this running. It's super fun. There's some small glitches, but honestly, I've been having a lot more fun with this than the vanilla game because it gets rid of all the stupid quests and you're not a parent just looking for their lost child, which doesn't really make much sense to begin with. Okay. I'll be switching over right now. Here we are. I'm going to show you a little bit about how to install some of the things that you need for Frost. So I have Vortex open here. I'm not going to go over too much about how Vortex works. It's pretty straightforward on the Nexus. You're going to see under the file section, you're going to see download with mod manager. You want to click on that and it's going to start downloading. It'll show up under downloads and you'll see install. You click on install and a little message is going to pop up. It's going to say enable and you want to click enable. Or you can just go here and enable or disable your mods manually, which I'm not going to do because I already have my game set up. But I thought I would go over that a little bit for the purposes of this video. All right, so for Frost, which we'll go over first, you obviously want the main mod, and then you want to download the save file. That's going to pop up. You want to open this. Open, just under my downloads. Oh. All right, you're going to see Frost female, Frost male, and you want to drag either both or whatever you plan on playing as, either a woman or a man. You want to put that in your save directory, which is going to be under your user, this PC documents my games, Fallout 4 VR, and saves. You want to just drag that in there. And you want to start, that's how you get the save file there. All right, that's how you get Frost. So for gas masks of the Wasteland, don't grab the main file. That's not going to work, at least if you want the overlays to work, it's not going to work. You want to scroll down here, and it took a while for me to find, but it's this one. You want to do 1.0.7.0.4. You can download that with the manager. It's going to show up in Vortex. And then to get the overlays to actually work, because it is bugged, this is under the guide I made, but you want to come over here under the Fallout subreddit, and you're going to see this patch. So if you have a Vive or a Vive Pro, you want to grab the Vive patch. It might work through Index. I have no idea. I don't have an Index. You can try it. Or if you have a old OG Rift, and it might work for the Rift S as well, and probably the Quest when that comes out for PC. I have no idea. But you want to download those files, which all the way here, it's going to be here. You want to do download, and you want to drag that into your meshes file. So you want to find your data file for Fallout 4. It's going to be wherever you have it, common, Fallout 4. Go into data, meshes, FO2287. You want to do overlay. I would maybe make a backup if you like making backups, but you just want to open this and copy over everything to this file, and the overlay should work fine. The other thing is to get the DLCs to work, you need to use the optimized mod, which is over here. This is if you want to actually play through the DLCs, which isn't super necessary for Frost, but it's fun. You want to get Downtown, Far Harbor, and Nuka World. You can download these with the manager, and then you have to download, you download this one with the manager. You have to download these two manually, and then you got to copy those over into your data file afterwards. And that should allow you to use the DLCs, and it should make the game run slightly better. Cool. Also, I'm sorry for my shitty mic. I spent all of my disposable income on VR. So I have a really shitty desktop mic. Maybe I'll get a better one at some point. The final thing that I wanted to go over is your load order. So you have to make sure for this to work that this is your load order. You don't want the workshop DLCs. You can disable them. You can either delete them or get rid of the asterisk thing. And by the way, the plugins file, you can either do this in Vortex, which I found pretty convoluted. I just had an easier time just copying and pasting whatever load order I wanted here. But this is going to be under users, user, app data, local, and your Fallout 4 file. You got to make sure all these are at the bottom, and then you also need this, which is under the Reddit guide that I made. It should be over here. You have to make sure that's under Frost. And don't use the Pip-Boy light, because this lets you use the Pip-Boy light again. Don't turn it on unless you have a mining helmet, because that might bug out Frost, because you're not supposed to have a Pip-Boy light, because you're just a random schmuck. You are not a survivor. So just don't do that. And I think that's it. It should work pretty good. This is, for some reason, that's not the right load. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. You want this under this because that edits Frost. There we go. That should be the correct load order. I don't know how that got messed up. There you go. That's what you want. Feel free to ask me questions. Frost is super fun. All right, peace out.